Hey everyone, Tendra here. So if you watch any of my videos, you know I have a lot of characters. And being I have so many, there's no way I'm going to raid on every one of them. But I do like to have good gear on them. And I've been accomplishing this with the Frack Assaults and the Time Rifts. It's worked out really well. It only gives LFR level raid gear, but with a little extra effort, I can bump that up to normal level. So this is what I've been working on for the last couple weeks. I've been trying to squeeze in a little leveling where I can here and there on some of my alts, but I didn't do too good of a job on that. Maybe this next week I'll do a little better. Anyways, I did get in all my farms this week, so let's take a look and see how I did. First I headed over to Siege of Orgrimmar to get an attempt on the Tusks of Mannoroth. And I really have to say, I'm loving the new skip in there. What went from a 40+ minute dungeon is now a 5-minute dungeon. So I think after I get my next mount, I will start my multi-character farm in here. I do have enough plate wearers, and it shouldn't take very much time at all. But anyways, once I got to Siege of Orgrimmar, I headed back to Garage. I took him out, and I failed to get my shoulders yet again this week. So I'll have to come back here next week, and hopefully it's a little better. And this was a week we had Maw Shade Hounds up over in the Maw. So I headed over there for 3 days, and I tried for the mount over there. Again, I had no luck on this thing, so I'm just going to have to keep at it, and hopefully next time it's a little better of an outcome. The next thing I did was went after the Scythe with the Unmaker. This drops in Antorus the Burning Throne, and I'm doing it on Mythic because I'm after the red version. So I headed over there, worked my way back to Argus the Unmaker, took him out, and again this week I didn't see a drop. This one's being pretty challenging, but I'll just have to keep at it. Next up was Nighthold, for a chance at the Hellfire Infernal. This again I have to do on Mythic, because I'm after the red version. So I made my way over there, worked my way back to Gul'dan, took him down, and again, I didn't see him out. So I'll just keep working at it, and see if next week's a little nicer. Next up was Uldar, for a chance at the head of Mimiron, but on my way up there I always look for the Time Lost Proto-Drake. Again, I didn't see him this week, but that's not uncommon. And once I got there I made quick work of this place, took out Yogg-Saron, and again, I didn't see them out. So again, this is one I'm going to have to come back to next week. So with all my raids done, I needed to start my 5-man heroics. I'm only doing 2 at the moment. The first one I'm doing is Underrot. I'm only doing this on a solo character at the moment, and I'm after the Underrot Crawg out of here. This is pretty quick, you can skip almost everything in here. So I got back to the Unbound Abomination, and I dropped him. And again, I didn't see any mount drop off this guy. So it looks like I'll be back here also next week. The last thing I'm doing right now is my multi-character farm, and that I'm doing in King's Rest. And in case you're new to the videos, I take 13 characters and do this every week until I get the mount to drop. The mount I'm after out of here is the Stalker. So let's take a look and see how I did. Well, another week and no mount. That's kind of a disappointment. I'm hoping to see this one. It's actually a pretty nice looking mount, but I'll just keep at it, and I know it will drop sooner or later. And finally, just in case you're wondering, this week I'm wearing the Funerary Plate of the Chosen Dead. This was a Trial of Valor reward. It came in 4 different colors, but I only ever got the one version, and I've never gone back and tried to farm any of the others up. That's something I'll have to add to my to-do list later on, but overall it's a pretty nice looking set. But if you decide to go after it, hopefully it doesn't take you too long to do. Like I've said, I've never got the other versions myself, but I may start farming them. But hey, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. You can click on subscribe. Thanks for coming by and watching it. I'm going to send a hi out to my best friend, and you all take care.